All right, how's that? Got Try Hard, Bob Jones. Am I off mute? How's the audio balance? I currently got the desktop audio at 30. My mic is at 80, and my gain, is turned up, pretty well on in front. But let me know if this is any better. Testing, audio working, everything. It looks like it's picking up at least on my Streamlabs dashboard, so hoping that it is. But say something in the chat if things have picked up. So I guess we'll start over again. The whole point of this stream was showcasing the best Switch and PC controller, which in my mind, again, is this 8BitDo Ultimate Bluetooth controller. I'll go through a couple things with, I guess, like the controller selection that I already have and the reason why I'm saying that this one is the best. Thanks. Perfect. The balance is okay. Microphone again is at 80. Desktop audio is at 30. If I should move those up or down, let me know in the chat and I'll be sure to do so. With this controller, of course, like I grew up playing, GameCube, and Melee was what I was competitive with in the past. I went to MLG 2006. I'm taking a Greyhound there back in the day. I'm actually in the background of the Smash documentary when PC Chris and Ken Falco versus Marth is going down. You can't see my face, but I promise you there is a guy wearing a red t-shirt in the back with Vegeta written on the front, RIP Akira Toriyama, and the back of it had like Vegeta Super Saiyan, like doing like a big bang like attack. So anyways, that was probably like the best Smash moment that I experienced in my life. But with this here, what I'm getting at is I have a lot of experience using this controller. This is the GameCube controller, which everyone is familiar with, I'm sure. This is the limited edition version that came out with Smash. Where'd I get this? I got this in Japan. So I think Smash 4, because I have the black one that came with the 4-port GameCube adapter and the what else did it come with? It was the adapter, and then the black controller, right? Yeah, man, I'm in the dock again. My claim to fame. So the problem with this controller and me is, as an aging gamer, I definitely start feeling like, I guess, like it in my joints, like some pain like around here, and the trigger travel on these is crazy. Like it's such a deep trigger travel, and I know that you can get mods, but I guess I should look into that. But like to depress the actual shield button, it's way too low, so I find it really not very ergonomic for me to have the analog triggers. So digital triggers are personally better for me. The other thing, as much muscle memory as I have from playing with this, like wave dashing and other types of stuff, like old Melee tech on this controller, the one thing that I do appreciate, and it came from the N64 as well, is the 8 octagonal notch gate that's around the joystick, which makes for more precise recoveries and tilts and other types of stuff, where like you can actually lock into one of the positions here, or even just kind of balance like on the panel in between the side. So that's why I ended up modding and getting this shell for my Pro controller, for the Switch Pro controller, which I thought is the best, and it has been for, I guess, for the longest time, my favorite and the best Switch controller. But now that's been trumped by the 8BitDo. So I actually modded again, and I put the 8 octagonal gate piece here. You can see that it's been eaten away because this is just kind of, I guess, some cheap plastic and an enamel or whatever else it is. But yeah, I got the different face plates and buttons. I love this controller. I've used it for everything, playing through both Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Smash, you name it. The one benefit to this as well is that it has the amiibo functionality. So of course we got Link here, Tears of the Kingdom, you drop them on there, and the amiibo works. This 8BitDo controller does not have amiibo support, and I don't believe any third-party controllers, I could be wrong, I don't believe any third-party controllers have amiibo support. So You're asking where my current controller is from? Well, I guess my current controller is going to be, I'm going to call it the 8BitDo. This is a pro controller with an extreme rate shell, which I got on Amazon. That Amazon link, I think it's like 25 bucks or 30 bucks, and you can get just the external shell. I have a clear stick on this here, and then I also have translucent and kind of like glossy, or not glossy, I guess, like, yeah, see-through, translucent, is that the right word? Triggers. So I did these like aesthetic mods, but the other problem that I have with these controllers is that, again, I play so hard that I rip off the joystick module off like solder, or like the base of it. It's not even drift. It's like literally I've inspected and I've looked and I've seen hairline fractures on the base module, which causes misinputs going left and right. So I have to repair this quite often as well. That same issue seemingly is what happened to my 8BitDo controller, which is this one here, because I started getting left and right misinputs again. Like, again, I'd be unintentionally rawring or shooting projectiles or landing just in the wrong way, or like, I don't even wave bounce, but I've been doing like V reverses and wave bounces like unintentionally, so that's been screwing me up. The other thing is, I mentioned earlier, is that, you know, shielding. I have my left trigger mapped to shield, and for whatever reason I started holding this trigger down and the shield would release itself after a certain amount of time. So something in the connection between the actual trigger and the board, you know, was malfunctioning. So that's why I got this replaced. Again, the face buttons, in terms of the way that they're laid out here, are identical. You know, you have your YBAX. The only difference would be, I guess, some of the center buttons that are there, but it does duplicate all the functionality of the Pro controller. Again, the only difference being no amiibo support on this one. Similar to the original Pro controller, it just has a circular area around the stick here. And then your charging port for the USB-C up on top. You have two triggers, mappable triggers on the back. You have your Bluetooth switch, which is to pair with the Switch, and then the 2.4 gigahertz, you just slide that over, and then that's what actually interacts with the receiver. So the cool thing about this receiver, let's box out of the way. First and foremost, besides the receiver, you get this base, and it's a chargeable base where you just toss these on, that slides in and connects to those pins, and then this LED on the bottom illuminates. There's the USB connector on the back, and then below is this very cute 8BitDo USB dongle. So even if you don't have the dock to charge, you can actually use this USB to charge your controller and pair your controller rather with the PC. So what I'm gonna do is, again, plug this in. Oh, the cool thing about this too is that on top of plugging this in to act as a receiver for the controller, once you plug in the USB does a pass-through to the receiver. So this is to charge, and it also allows you to not take up another USB slot on your PC, which I think is pretty genius to kind of save that port. So they actually allowed me to keep my original base. So I'm going to see if I can literally just plug in the new base to the old USB-C, which should work. And I'm going to quickly toss this on to Bluetooth mode. And I'm going to see if we could turn this guy on. Actually, let's go through the steps, shall we? How's your night, by the way? How have you been? We got a new Smashdown event that's going to be going down in June. It's in Brampton. So that'll be another 16-person tournament at the Awesome Toy Show. We'll be giving some wrestling toys and other stuff away as well, so definitely stay tuned for that. Alright, pairing instructions for Switch. Come on. Bear with me here. Alright, turn the Bluetooth mode switch to Bluetooth. Press home button to turn on the controller. Alright, so home button. Looks like it's on. Hold the pair button for 3 seconds to enter its pairing mode. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Pairing? It's not even blinking anymore. 1, 2, 3. If I press it once, it blinks quickly. If I hold it down, it's odd. Nice, third strike. Yeah, I wish I could play FGC titles. I mean, I grew up playing some of them, and I don't know, it just, I can't combo. I can get a couple like standard inputs in, but I don't know, I don't really grasp, or has never really clicked for me. So it's supposed to be blinking rapidly. So I'm gonna see if that's considered rapidly. Go to your Switch homepage, click on controllers, and then click on change group order. All right, let's see. Turn on my Switch here. Doesn't look like the controller's charged, but I can just wire it in. What do you like about, there you go, weird thing about Third Strike is there's no combos. Most, like you'll get 1 or 2 hits. Yeah, I guess like, I know there's no like combos, but I mean, like not true combos, I guess, but being able to kind of chain, you know what I mean? Or, you know, do the setups to, I guess, bait someone to jump with a Hadouken so you can set up your Shoryu or come up with other kind of punishes. I guess like the creativity around like playing that type of fighting game never hasn't clicked with me so far. And even like high-low mix-ups and like, yeah, inputs can be tough. Yeah, depending on the character, definitely. And having that consistent like flow, because even once you get the motion of like the command, it's the button, you know, as well, like how, you know, is that a heavy, is it a medium, is it a light, like, so you're also like balancing, you know, that aspect of it as well, right? All right, so are we on? Are we live? I'm not my Switch. But I love watching people that are good at FGC titles. That's for sure. Bless. My fiance is sneezing over there, sneezing up a storm.